Here we first consider the problem. Example 2.20. The problem is solve the PDE f of x, y, z, p, q equal to p square plus q square minus n naught square equal to 0, where this is the which is the iconal equation. Is a form of iconal equation with the initial conditions given by x of 0s is equal to s, y of 0s is equal to 2s, and u of 0s is equal to 1. Okay, so these are the initial conditions, and the given PDE is given by f of x, y, z, p, q. F of x, y, not z, f of x, y, u, p, q. U, p, comma, q equal to p plus p square plus q square minus n square. Here p stands for dou u by dou x and q stands for dou u by dou y is equal to 0. Let this be equation number 1. And the Cauchy condition or initial value problem, initial condition is given by x of 0s, we denote it as x naught s is equal to s, y naught of s equal to 2s, and u naught of s, u at 0s, this is equal to 1. Let this be equation number 2. Now the characteristic equations are given by hence the characteristic equations are given by the characteristic equations are given by, we know that the equations are in the form xt equal to fp, yt equal to fq, ut equal to pfp plus qfq, and pt equal to minus fx minus pfu, and qt is equal to minus fy minus qfu. These are the 5 characteristic equations. So here we have to calculate fp, fq, and like that. So from the equation f is p square plus q square minus n naught square. Okay, so this is independent of from the expression of f, it is independent of x, y, u, and u. So fx, fy, and fu will be 0. Okay, so from 1, so we can write this as xt equal to fp. For finding fp from equation number 1, it is clear that fx equal to 0 equal to fy equal to fu. The equation contains only p and q, and n naught is a constant here. So now we calculate fp. So what is fp? fp is differentiate with respect to p. The equation is p square plus q square minus n naught square. So fp will be 2p, and fq is 2q, and again all the remaining are equal to 0. Okay, therefore the characteristic equations are given by xt equal to 2p, yt is equal to 2q, u at t with respect to t, derivative of u with respect to t, this is equal to p fp plus q fq, which is p into 2p, that is 2p square plus 2q square, that is 2 into p square plus q square. Now what is p square plus q square? From the equation of f, we have p square plus q square is equal to n naught square. So this is equal to 2 n naught square, equal to 2 into n naught square, and pt is equal to minus fx minus pfu, which is equal to 0, and also qt is equal to 0. So these are the characteristic equations. Let this system, we can give it as equation number 3. Okay, the system of equations is equation number 3. Now, in order to solve for the characteristic strip, first we have to form initial conditions for P and Q. We have from the equation, it is from the problem, it is given that x naught of s is s, y naught of s is equal to 2s, and u naught of s is equal to 1 from equation number 2. Okay, now for deriving the initial data for P and Q. Now to derive, we have to derive the initial data for P and Q. For that, from the existence of unique solution for the nonlinear Cauchy problem, first order nonlinear equations, there is theorem that we have already stated, and from that theorem, we have obtained two conditions from which we can calculate or derive the initial conditions for P and Q. The first one was u naught dash at s is equal to, first one was u naught dash at s, that is u naught dash at s is equal to p naught of s into x naught dash plus q naught of s into y naught dash at s. Okay, and the second equation was f at p naught, x naught s, y naught s, f at x naught of s, y naught of s, u naught at s, p naught at s, and q naught of s is equal to 0. Combining from these two equations, we can calculate the initial conditions for P naught and Q naught. So first we calculate the U naught dash of x. U naught dash of s is from this equation, from the initial condition, from the given initial condition, we have U naught dash of U naught of s is equal to 1. Differentiating with respect to s, we will get U naught dash of s is 0. So 0 is equal to P naught of s. P naught of s that we have to calculate into x naught dash of s. X naught of s is s and its derivative is 1. Q naught of s into what is y naught? Y naught is 2s. So y naught dash is 2. That means we will get an equation connecting P naught and Q naught. That means P naught is equal to minus 2 Q naught. Let this be equation number 4. Now substitute this point P naught, x, that is x naught, y naught, u naught, P naught s, Q naught s in equation number 1. So equation number 1 implies P naught square plus Q naught square minus N naught square equal to 0. Now substitute the value of P naught from equation number 4 in 5. Substitute 4 in 5 implies P naught square. P naught square means 4 Q naught square plus Q naught square minus N naught square equal to 0, which implies 5 Q naught square equal to N naught square, or Q naught square equal to N naught square by 5, or Q naught is equal to plus or minus N naught by root 5. That means Q naught of S, that is we take, since P naught is minus 2 into Q naught, we take the negative value for Q naught in order to make P naught as positive. So it's not compulsory. So we can take Q naught of Q at 0 s, that is Q naught of S as minus N naught by root 5, and then P naught, and therefore P at 0 is the initial condition for P at 0 is given by P naught of S is equal to minus 2 into Q naught, that is 2 into N naught by root 5. So 2 n naught by root 5. That is P at 0s. Now we have 5 equations and 5 initial conditions. So we can solve each ODE. Each one is an ODE or initial value problem, and we can solve this completely. So let we take first we take the equations are that our characteristic equations was we can rewrite again. This xt equal to 2p, yt equal to 2q, and ut. Ut was what was ut from equation number 3? Ut is 2 n naught square, 2 n naught square, pt equal to 0 and qt equal to 0. Now pt equal to 0, we take the first equation p as pt equal to 0. Then integrating with respect to t on both sides, we get p of t comma s, isn't it, in two variables is equal to some function of s equal to some constant, that is a function of s. Let this be f1 of s. But we know that p of 0s is equal to p naught s. And what was p naught s? P naught s is P naught s is 2 n naught by root 5. So it's equal to 2 n naught 2 n naught by root 5 equal to f1 of s. Therefore our equation becomes p of t comma s. The one equation in the characteristic strip is p of ts is equal to 2 n naught by root 5. Let this be equation number 5 or 5a. Let this be equation number 5a. Now take the equation p qt equal to 0. Similarly, we will get by after integrating with respect to t, we can write q of t comma s as some function of epsilon. So now apply q of 0s is equal to, what is q of 0s? Q of 0s is minus n naught by root 5. Minus n naught by root 5. Q of 0s. So this is equal to, therefore f2 of s is equal to, from this equation we will get f2 of s equal to minus n naught by root 5. Therefore q of t comma s, the equation will become minus n naught by root 5. Let this be 5b. And now take the next one, ut equal to 2 n naught square. This implies, integrating with respect to t, this implies u at ts is equal to 2 into n naught square. 2 n naught square is also constant, and 2 n naught square t plus some function of s as the arbitrary constant instead of arbitrary constant. So u of t comma s is equal to this one. Now apply u at 0 s is what? 1. Implies 1 is equal to f3 of s. Therefore the equation will become u of ts is equal to 1 plus 2 n naught square into t. Let this be equation 5c. Now consider yt. Yt is equal to 2, what was that? 2q. Yt equal to 2q. Now we know what is q of t comma s. What is q of t comma s? So yt is equal to q of t comma s is from equation 5b, n naught by root 5, from 5b. So integrating with respect to t. Again integrating with respect to t on both sides, we get y of t comma s is equal to minus n naught by root 5t plus another function of s. Let it be f4 of s. Now y of 0s is equal to 2s implies 2s is equal to 0 plus f4 of s. That means f4 of s is equal to 2s. Therefore, y of t comma s is equal to minus n naught by root 5t plus 2s. Let this be equation 5d. Now the last one, xt equal to 2p implies xt equal to, from equation, what is p of t is 5a. P of t comma s is 2 n naught by root 5. 2 n naught by root 5. Let okay. Now again integrating with respect to t, we will obtain x of ts as 2 n naught by root 5t plus some function of s. Therefore, the initial condition x of 0s or x naught of s equal to s implies s is equal to f5 of s. Therefore, x of t comma s, the equation becomes s plus 2 n naught by root 5t. S plus uh, s plus 2 n naught by root 5t, and this be equation number 5e. Thus we obtained all the 5 solutions: x of ts, y of ts, x of ts, y of ts, that is 5d, and u of ts, then q of ts, p of ts, and q of ts. So all the solutions we obtain. Therefore the characteristic strip is given by, or therefore x, y, u, p, q is given by x is what, x of ts, that is s plus 2 n naught by root 5t, and y of ts is 2s minus n naught by root 5t, and u of ts, what is u of ts, 1 plus 2 n square t, and p of ts is 2 n naught by root 5, comma q of ts is minus n naught by root 5. Okay. So thus we have solved for x of ts, y of ts, u of ts, p, q, like that. That means the parametric representation of u. U is u of t comma s is equal to 1 plus 2 n square t. Now we have to convert this. That means we obtained a solution in the parameter t comma s. Now we have to invert this into xy. T comma s into x comma y. So we have to rewrite t in terms of x and y. So here in this equation it contains t only. So in order to eliminate t or write t in terms of x and y, first we have to find t in terms of x and y. For that we consider the equations. Which one? Okay, 5d and 5e. So from equations 5d and 5e. So x is equal to s plus, both equations contains s and t, but we can eliminate what, s. So in order to eliminate s, we multiply the 5e equation by 2s and subtracting the 5d. That is, the operation is 2 into 5e minus 5d, isn't it? Implies what? 2x minus y, isn't it? 2x minus y. So right side, in the right side 2s will come in both equations. So when we got subtracted, it will be eliminated, and we are multiplying the equation 5e by 2. So 5 into 2, 5e by 2. So 2 into 2 will become 4n naught by 4 n naught by root 5t minus, next In the 5D it is minus minus, so it will become plus n naught by root 5t, or this is equal to 4 plus 1, it is will be 5 by root 5 n naught t, that is root 5 n naught into t. Or we can rewrite t in terms of x and y as 2x minus y by root 5 n naught. Okay. So substitute this in, let this be some number, equation number 6. Now substitute 6 in which one? What is u? Where is u? So this was our u equation in, and the number was, what was the number? Equation 5c, isn't it? So substitute this in 5c. 6 in 5c implies the integral surface is given by u in terms of xy is equal to 1 plus 2n square into t. T is 2x minus y by root 5 n naught. So we can cancel one n naught. So this is equal to 1 plus 2 by root 5 n naught into 2x minus y, which is the required solution for the given iconal equation with the initial condition, with the given initial condition. Okay. There is one 2 here. Hence, for solving problems, first order nonlinear problems, first of all we have to write the equations, the characteristic equations, find the characteristic equations, and then find the 5 initial conditions. 3 of them, that means the initial conditions for x, y, u, and will be obtained from the given the problem, or the problem itself will be described in the problem itself. And for p and q we have to use the two equations. Which are the two equations? That means p naught is satisfied, the PD satisfies, P naught satisfies the PD, that is f of x naught, y naught, u naught, p naught, q naught equal to 0. And the second equation was u naught dash x, that means the compatibility condition. U naught dash of x is equal to x naught dash of s into p naught s plus y naught dash at s naught in s into q naught of s. Isn't it? So these two equations, and combining from these two equations we can get conditions for p naught and q naught, and using that we can form an initial strip, or initial strip, and then solving this we will get a characteristic strip, and then converting it into, or the solution integral surface in the which form in the TS parameterization, then convert or invert the parameterization into x and y by by making the suitable arrangements. So this is the solution obtained. In this way we can solve any problems related to nonlinear equations, first order nonlinear equations, by the method of characteristics. Actually this is an extended method of characteristic for the quasi-linear, for solving the quasi-linear problems. Okay. So please do the problems in this regard, which are given in exercise 2.10. Exercise 2.10. Okay.